Okay, second attempt at this. I was having to fight the tape holding this box shut. That was embarrassing. Um, okay, so box opening. This is, what day is today? Wednesday, December 16th, I believe, yeah. Um, so this is a East Asia Soft published title for the PlayStation Vita that was on pre-order several months ago. It started shipping this past month, November, and my copy just arrived in the mail today. Peeled back my shipping label so you don't see my address. I've also gone ahead and pre-cut around the edges because I tried recording this once already, and that was giving me quite the fit. Holding the camera and the box cutter just doesn't work too well. So here we go. I have not opened it all the way yet, so we're going to get to see how they packaged it up. Okay. Well, they always package their stuff really nicely. Let's see what we got here. These are their new boxes. How about that? Interesting. Okay. Good marketing for themselves. So we have a little promo sticker. These peel off and you can stick them on things. I've got a few of them now. I haven't actually used them. This is, I think, also a sticker with their new character mascot. I don't even know what her name is supposed to be. Oh, my question is answered. She was on a sticker in the last order I received from them, but didn't have her name. Well, that's interesting. Pam, okay. That tells you a little bit about their loyalty program, which I have already signed up for, because I think you earn like a point for every 2 cents US dollars wise you spend with them. That's not what you're here to talk about, though. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so this was kind of controversial. This was the single most expensive PlayStation Vita game that East Asia Soft had published to date at the time when they put it up for sale. It looks funny because there is a sticker inside of this plastic with it. It is a numbered copy. There's this game is, I don't know if you can, let's see if we can get autofocus to work on this. Root Double Before Crime After Days Extended Edition, and it is it was localized, I should say, by Sakai Games, and that's very controversial. Sakai Games has been a big failure on many levels, so this was a shock when this game, which was originally a Kickstarter campaign, not for physical copies, mind you, a Kickstarter campaign for a digital release. And it was about 3 years or so after, like, this game went up on Kickstarter, I believe in 2015, and they finally did a digital release on PlayStation Network 2 years ago, so in 2018, for the Vita version. It's also on PC. And it was a big-time controversy because everybody and their cousin was saying, you don't know how to use file compression, which is a fair criticism because the people at Sakai Games don't really know how to do a whole lot of things. We could go on about an entire video about Sakai Games and how lacking their abilities are, and how disappointing they are as a company. But why bother? Why give them the time of day? I got stuck to the sticky. There we go. It released. So there's our sticker. It is Play Asia exclusive release number 70. That's not Vita game 70. That's overall Play Asia exclusive game number 70. As you can see, this is factory sealed. It does have this lovely embossing that Play Asia has been really good about giving us nice little limited editions, and almost every one of their limited editions is in this form factor, this really small, compact form factor. And I'm not going to open this, but I will show you here. It tells you what's in the box. So it has the game itself, the soundtrack, the numbered certificate of authenticity, and a printed instruction manual. And of course, this is my copy number here. They're all of the boxes are individually numbered. This one, I don't know if you can, let's see, Camera's not so hot at zooming in on shiny things very well. There we go. I don't know if you can read this. This is copy number 491 of 2000. This game is still available as of today to order. It's no longer a pre-order, now you just order. But the controversy with this game, when PlayAsia announced this, was the price. So prior to this game, no PlayAsia exclusive had been priced over $30 US to purchase and pre-order. This game was $50 US plus shipping and handling, because this also came out after PlayAsia really was forced into implementing charging for shipping. And they didn't really have a choice in that, because international postal treaties had either been expired or canceled because they're located in Hong Kong, and Hong Kong is getting penalized because of the Chinese regime that rules them. And there was the Chinese were abusing the fact that they had discounted really cheap postage for international with treaties, and so you were getting stuff being trucked in, cargo shipped into Hong Kong from mainland China, and shipped all over the world under the false pretense it came out of Hong Kong, which it shipped, it mailed from Hong Kong, it did not originate in Hong Kong. And the Chinese were really abusing that. So they charge, I believe it's $7.90 now shipping for, which is still not bad, because if you think about it, a box that size, just under £1 with the United States Postal Service in country would cost me over $8 to mail. So there's still a little bit of a international postal set going on there. There's some sort of old treaty that is still being honored, I guess, but yeah, so that's kind of the thing with getting stuff from them now, is that the prices have gone up. This is now not the most expensive game, because there is another game that is still up for pre-order right now. That went up for pre-order last month, and don't ask me to pronounce the name of it, but you can look it up. And it's a two-part game, and it's the main game is $65, is $64.99 plus shipping. Okay, on pre-order. But if you consider the fact that the two games that went up for sale the same day, it's one of them is the game, the other one is what was it's like a continuation of the game. And if you look at it from that context, it's $110 because it's a game in two parts. So that's kind of the controversy that's been going on within the collecting community for the PlayAsia, East Asia Soft Vita games at this point. Like I said, when this one came out, everybody was ecstatic, because when PlayAsia announced that this was coming, no one knew it was coming, because we'd had 2 years of disappointment where this game had no physical release. Limited Run Games was briefly involved and said that they felt it was possible to put it on a game cart, but because production had already been announced, and that Sony Computer Entertainment of America had already said, we will not publish any more PlayStation Vita games for the North American Region 1 market after X date. And they'd already terminated European Region 2 releases months prior to that, so there was no chance at any of the limited production companies that were either based in North America or in Europe to produce physical copies of this. So this came as a surprise when East Asia Soft just kind of out of the blue announced, hey, we're doing a physical of this, and it's going up for pre-order in a week. There was a lot of excitement. So even though it was $50, but it's $50 for the digital version of this game. And the reason that the Sakai project had thought that they couldn't put it on a game cart is because this fills up the maximum capacity size for a manufactured game cartridge on the PlayStation Vita. So Sony had a lot of failings on PlayStation Vita. One of them was that the maximum capacity game cartridge that they will manufacture is 4 gigabytes, which is utter nonsense. From day before the system even launched, they had stated that there was a timeline of events, and that they would eventually introduce 32 gigabyte game cartridges. So they had a progression. They were going to do 4 gigabyte game cartridges, and then something like, I can't remember if it was 8 months or 12 months after system launch, they were going to make 8 gig game cartridges available to the publishers, and then they were going to roll out a year or two later the 16 gig, and then eventually the 32 gig game cartridges. None of that ever happened. So this is a visual novel, though, and you know, visual novels don't really actually take up a ton of space. So you have your graphics. If you have cinema, that's going to be your biggest files in a game like this. The text file portions of any visual novel, depending on how it's been programmed, usually don't take up more than 10, 15 megabytes tops. That's if it's a really, really big visual novel too. But if the programming team, the development team knows what they're doing, they can put a really big visual novel like this one on a game cart that's limited to a 4 gigabyte maximum capacity, which that's 4 gigabytes raw data, so you're talking more like 3.7 or 3.8 gigs formatted data on a manufactured game cart is all. But that is a nominal 4 gigabytes because that's, the capacity is rated in raw data format, which systems don't use raw data anymore. They haven't done that in years. Yeah, but that's the game. That's it from PlayAsia, and like I said, it is still available to order. And if you order it now they just ship it. When I ordered it, it was a pre-order, and it's kind of the state of the market of combination of things. We're seeing a decline in interest in Vita games. The system has been discontinued now from manufacturing for about 3 years, or 2 years. 2 years? No, I'm pretty sure they discontinued in 2017. But they are still making game carts at the time. We do know that sometime next year that Sony will be cutting off cartridge production for Region 3, Southeast Asia, which is where these originate, these PlayAsia releases originate from, and that they will probably be discontinuing cartridge production for Region 2 Japan, either at the same time or shortly thereafter. We're not sure on that yet. Japan is the primary market on the Vita. Southeast Asia has become a huge market because of their ability to export to the rest of the world. And they got a lot of exclusives in Southeast Asia that are in English, just like this game. PlayAsia has been really good about a lot of their East Asia soft titles. One of the things they do with them is that they get the development team who did them many times to go ahead and add in additional languages that maybe they didn't originally support. So a lot of their titles they release, they are selling. They know they're selling to the global market. So a lot of the titles they'll have German, they'll have French, they'll have Spanish, sometimes even Russian as selectable languages, in addition to English, which is really cool. I'm not sure on this one. Yeah, this one, that's what I thought. This one's English only because Sakai Games, as they now call themselves, they called themselves Sakai Project. They renamed themselves Sakai Games, I think, early last year. I forgot about that. But they are a project. If you really look at their history, they're not. Whatever. Yeah, but that's the Root Double Before Crime After Days Extend Edition, PlayAsia, East Asia self-published release, limited edition, 2,000 copies, and like I said, it's still available. It's $50, it's $49.99, plus shipping and handling to wherever you are in the world, because PlayAsia will ship anywhere in the world. And just to kind of re-point out here, that is available at playasia.com. And there are other Vita games that they have there that are exclusive to them, that are limited editions. And what I was kind of going into is that the state of the market right now, because of the fake pandemic, has been terrible. Because you've still got all these governments leeching on and claiming that it's real, when it's not. And they're trying to restrict businesses from doing business. And for whatever nefarious reason they're doing that, I don't know. And it's made a mess of things. Just like this, the shipping on this, they mailed this to me early last month, if I remember correctly. I think they mailed it on like November the 12th. This is December 15th. It took over a month to get here. Now, pre-pandemic, if they had mailed to me, 2 weeks. Would have been here in 2 weeks. No questions asked. It just would have been here in 2 weeks. But this is the kind of stuff that happens when you have government interference and things. So, but that's the game. I look forward to playing that at some point in the near future. It's going to be in the backlog with other titles right now. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.